Hello guys, welcome back to the crew. Waltron, driving all cars, part number 66. The Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren 722 edition. That's a lot of talk. There is something strange here, might be my mistake, but power 650 horsepower. And I thought that the 722 stands for 722 horsepower. Or also 722 only made of these things, possible. But this is kind of a special edition of the SLR. SLR was available, Mercedes-Benz, in combination with McLaren. Mercedes and McLaren from the Formula 1 sort of have a cooperation going, and yeah, this was one of those products. As you can see, this thing really suffers from the tunnel patch. You can't see the dials and numbers. Well, you can sort of see the dials, but not the numbers. It is, well, if you look at it like this, pretty small. If you look at it like this, Jesus Christ, very long. Looks like a spaceship or something. And that's also kinda, guess how it handles. Although it is pretty okay, strangely. The response is good. It has a pretty decent speed. Yep. I must say, after driving this, I already driven this in several specs available, and it's not that bad. Or at least I was expecting way worse than it is. Because it's small and long, you might have some stability issues here and there. And also suffers a little bit from understeer. All a bit normal, seeing you have this long nose going on, and just like the SL, just like the SLS. Also the C, I believe, comes with two specs, performance and circuit. So we'll see what it does. Let's see, performance, what are we looking at here? LaFerrari still the fastest. Well, it's not really, because I've already been recording a lot of videos. Oops, I missed the jump, so I also missed jumping over the train. I've been recording quite some videos in the last couple of hours, and well, I already know that LaFerrari is no longer the fastest, but at this point it still is. 22.5 seconds is the fastest. The slowest ones are even going well, way over 24 seconds, and I thought one or two over 25 even. Yeah, 25.2 for the Eldorado. That's probably the slowest. In performance spec, that's the first we are going to test. Also, the numbers I was referring to are performance spec. Of course, well, since I mentioned LaFerrari, that only has a performance spec, so where is it? Yeah, I did really have to do something on this list, or at least put some search feature on there. A bit more carbon here and there. Some different rims, different color. Kinda how my performance spec looks like. We tested the SL here in the previous video. It's 24.4, one of the slower ones. .1 for the 300 SLR. for the classic one. .7. That is, well, if we consider the 23 seconds in performance above average, then it is above average. It's the fastest of the Mercedes in acceleration. That is something I do know, although I still have to do the SLS in the next video, but that will be slower. So the fastest Mercedes acceleration wise, that's what it definitely is. In performance, but it's just above average if you compare it to the other cars. The circuit spec, a big wing on there, so are the standard. Not much you can change about these things in circuit. Usually the color and the rims, and that's about it. Fastest here, still the Ferrari, of course. Ferrari 458 with 21.9. 22.8 here for the 300 SLR. We'll see. 22.6. That is pretty fast for 22 seconds at least for circuit spec, and yeah, that's again above average. But if you compare it, the fastest of the Mercedes is again, but if you compare it to the other ones, what is something similar? Let's see if I can find something with a 22.6. It's an 370Z, which is pretty decent in circuit, if not good. 22.8 here, so yeah, it's pretty fast in circuit, acceleration wise. Now, handling wise, we're dealing with Mercedes, so kinda expecting oversteer, because most of the Mercedes in this game are suffering from it. Although with a short rear end and a long nose might be different with this one. Pretty quick response. Bit of wheel spin, yeah. Again, tire marks if we give it some nitro boost. A bit wide in the corner there, so I'm assuming a little understeer here. This is one of those corners you can, yeah. Also there I slightly had to go off throttle or tap the brakes 1 or 2 times. Just a little, it's not really, well, yeah. Now, how does it do on the jumps? Kinda okay, and the first one seemed. Then can be a different though. Yeah. 400 something. Performance pretty good. Definitely a plus the top speed here, if we can get a confirmation from that in the circuit spec, then that will definitely be a plus. It is a bit, I don't know what it is. Yeah, that kind of thing is making it more or less unstable. Which is kind of normal, I think, if you look at the nose, how long that thing is. A little understeer, a little unstable. Those are kind of the minuses. The top speed is definitely a plus. Let's have a look at the circuit spec. 722, that's what we're looking for. There it is. SLR McLaren 722. I have used this on my 30-minute FDC run, which I occasionally used for summits and qualifiers. All highway going from Miami towards Dallas, Los Angeles up to San Francisco, and then coming down to arrive in Las Vegas. This thing is pretty good. Also here you have a little understeer. Not such a big issue on high-speed tracks or on a highway. Of course, on a track like this, it might be a little problem. Little lift off again with that long nose. It is a bit of a problem though. If you hit something, even a small stone or a it immediately tends to lift up the nose of the car, which makes it a bit stability issue. But other than that, it kind of sticks to the road and it keeps going. Also here, some two-wheel action, bit of a stability issue here with this thing. But it has a top speed, and in circuit spec it also has a pretty good acceleration. Here we go, towards 420, 419 something. In circuit spec, pretty decent on this section of our little test track. Brakes are decent, not that bad. Compared to the performance spec, then this is definitely the best use, the circuit. And if you take it out on a track, I don't know. Which one is the best? I don't know. The C63 is pretty good in circuit spec. This one is probably better. But is it the best? I might do a test in that in the next video, where we do the SLS AMG and compare the two. This one has faster acceleration, that I do know. This one has top speed, but so does the other one, so I might compare them in the next video where I do the SLS and then bring out this thing again and see which of the two is the best Mercedes in circuit spec. But it's a pretty good one, and I would definitely advise the circuit spec. Performance spec is not that good, suffering a bit from acceleration problem, which the circuit spec does not really have. It's one of the better ones. I will see you guys in the next one, and bye for now.